So I'm making a chickpea panisse with Perfect Day milk. This is a preparation that we do often in the restaurant. It's a very simple dish, but something I'm very proud of. I take the panisse and I'll fry that, and then I layer it with Spanish anchovies and then oregano and Meyer lemon gremolata with a little bit of salted butter as well.
Perfect Day is like one of those things that has just like seamlessly fallen into my daily life. Everything that you would use regular milk for, you can use this for. And as somebody who basically is lactose intolerant, it just actually has become my like go-to milk. I use the Perfect Day milk in any sort of like milk-based application. And mostly it's like the versatility. It's also shelf stable until you like open it. We're making savory milk, and it's basically coagulated on purpose to form these beautiful little tiny curds, almost like tofu that's floating on top of a soup. It's an interesting application when you use it with non-animal dairy, because interestingly, Perfect Day forms these curds in a way that animal milk doesn't. And actually they're really, really fluffy with fried youtiao and preserved vegetables, shrimp, chili oil, and Perfect Day milk. How do we make cooking and working and running these Chinese restaurants a little bit less grueling and a little bit less difficult? We oftentimes like to think of Chinese American food as a little bit lower, as cheaper. I would hope that over time, consumers and people who eat start to appreciate the work and the cost that's gone into making food, and they'll honor that cost by paying a fair price. If you want to dive deeper, food is a really great platform through which to dive deeper.
With my recent trip to San Francisco, I drove down, attended the Cultured Meat Symposium, checked out a lot of these companies, and did a lot of taste tests. What I really love about that trip is just the ability to travel and try new foods. I wanted to do a slightly different video where I shared with all of you who are watching where you can try different foods that are available today. Perfect Day and others like Millie Bio, they're working with chefs at restaurants to launch their products. In this case, Perfect Day has announced a partnership with Olmsted and Patty Ann's Bakery in New York. They're both in Brooklyn, and they're both owned and run by chef Greg Backstrom. And so now, through to the end of the year, you can order the Spätzle Stroganoff at Olmsted and the mini spiced loaf cake at Patty Ann's. Both of those are made with Perfect Day's sustainable, lactose-free, animal-free dairy protein. I'm creating a map here to show where you can try these different new novel foods. So for anyone who likes to travel like I do and try new foods, I'm putting together this map. Most of these places are going to be based in the United States. We have the Modern Kitchen cream cheese, and they've launched in supermarkets. They're selling at supermarkets, mostly Harris Teeter's on the East Coast. You can buy one in San Francisco at Boychuk Bagels. Millie Bio is doing some taste testing. They're working with chefs in the Bay Area and also in New York to do taste tests of their honey product. So then we have Good Meat, and Good Meat is based in Singapore. And they've worked both with 1880 and Madame Fan, which is based out of the Marriott Hotel. With Every Egg, they had a partnership with Chantal Guyon in Palo Alto to make macarons, but I believe that's now complete and finished. I can't actually find anything on their website, so I've marked that as sold out. They've started another partnership with Pop Culture. They're selling that in a store in Los Angeles at the Day Club. And then Perfect Day Chefs, they're working with chefs in California and in New York. For anyone who likes traveling like I do, I'm going to keep this map updated as I hear about new cool companies launching new collaborations with chefs and restaurants. Again, mostly around the United States, but when I hear about other things in other countries in the world, I'm going to, of course, update this map with that too. You can find this map on my Patreon, link in the description. Of course, it also links to the full list of foods that you can taste. So these are the foods that you can buy and try today, the companies, what the technology they're using, where they're located, where you can buy this, so either online or Canada or US or Singapore, Hong Kong, and then what the investment platform is if you're interested in investing in them. I also have a waitlist sign up, so this is more for myself, but if you're interested in the videos and companies I'm hoping to try and look at in some later videos, then you can see here's the waitlist that I'm going to be signing up to. Feel free to screenshot the video if you want the copy of the map now, but it is only available to paid subscribers on Patreon, link in the description. And if you're traveling or if you're living in those areas where they're doing a lot of taste tests, I will keep updating the map. So if you're interested in trying some new foods or trying some new restaurant experiences, feel free to check that out. And I hope you enjoy tasting these foods as much as I do.